Hi, how you going? Welcome to Full Circle Spiritualist. I am Sage. So I've been doing the 2025 horoscope element collective channeled messages for the year, right? I've already done water, fire. Today I'm doing earth. So if this is for you or your loved one, go for it. These are the decks I am using for today. I have pre-shuffled the decks. A couple have fallen out. I know what they are. And there's a lot in here that I also don't know what they are. But a shout out to Hekate, the other goddesses that I work with. This channel, I've now dedicated it to Hekate, Lilith, Bastet, Sekhmet, Isis, okay, because these are the bitches that I roll with. They've got my back. Hekate is really guiding me this year, specifically to get this channel off the ground. One of the things that will be very noticeable of her presence is crows or ravens, and that's why when I found this deck amongst my decks, I was like, oh, that's got to come out. So she'll be guiding this reading. Let's see what's going to happen. I must say the other two, the fire and the water elements, both have very, very unique individualistic readings, which I'm happy about because sometimes they blur together because I'm using all the same decks, right? But I'm doing it over 4 videos because I didn't have enough storage to do it the way I needed to do it. I need to get a bit more storage on my phone. I've just ordered a stand this morning for my phone. That'll be here in about a week or so. So let's start the reading. This is for earth signs. By the way, I've got the Green Witch Oracle, but I've also got the Green Witches Oracle deck, 2 completely different authors. And I find that ironic. I've said this in the other 2 readings specifically because it's about being in your natural state. It's about going back to basics and being with nature, being at one with nature. For you, particularly as an earth sign, it might be about getting out in nature this year and spending time outdoors, not cooped up. Even in the winter, there's activities and things you can do that don't correlate with laying in your bed watching TV. You need to be active this year. I guarantee it. You need to keep moving. You need to keep your blood pumping. You need to keep your heart pumping. You need to get your legs moving. And I can already see this in my spirit peripheral, in my spirit vision, right? My psychic vision. So let's see what your first card is for the overall message for the year, what you really need to work on this year for 2025 for the earth signs is communication. Number 9. So there's an ending coming here. There's some completion going on for you. You need to tie up some loose ends. You need to get to the bottom of some things that you've been not so interested in working on or having conversations about with people. Really listen to what people have to say this year and really listen to what they don't have to say. Read between the lines. Listen to the silent communication. What's not being said? Is that louder than what's actually being said? Is there something missing? Is there too much information getting spilled? Is it a diversion? Is it a nervous act from somebody? Is somebody actually trying to protect you? Do you need to protect others? This is a real communication situation for 2025 for earth signs. Okay, now this is quite interesting. There's an offering here. The weather outside is like it could be snow, right? Look at that. Or it's raining. Cool. How cool is that? But look at this bird. It's got an auric field about it. Hi, Hekate. There's a golden bowl here, right? And this bird is waiting for messages to be placed in. So somebody is going to come to you, Hekate says, and give you some messages to fill your cup this year, whether it's financial, romantic, spiritual, holistic, right? Career, whatever it is. It could be to do with platonic relationships or love relationships that are pertaining to family, not romance, right? Whatever. But Hecate's saying she's there guiding you. We're waiting. You're waiting for somebody to relay some messages or give you the information that you need to carve it up. We've got to get into the middle of it to be able to give you what you need to fill that cup. But she's guiding you. Again, that auric energy, amazing. You might need to tune up your aura. Wow. Could do a whole reading just in that one card, dude. Like, okay. Now, this is the angel card numbers, and this is the very last card that I've been pulling for all these readings. Having said that, every pile so far. The other 2 have only had 1, but 2 come out today. So I've kept them both for you. So you'll get 2 angel numbers that you need to work with for this year, okay? Now we've got the Green Witch's Oracle. Let's see what we've got here. I don't even know what these ones are. Mint, and it says abundance, persistence, and I can't even read that. I don't even have my glasses on. I can't even see that, guys. I don't know what it says. If you know what it says, maybe I should pause this and get my glasses. Can you focus, please? No. There's a rune stone on here. You might need to work with this rune. I actually have this rune tattooed on my body. I'll look it up. There's a fish up here. So there could be some connection with spirituality here for you this year. I did say about spiritual or holistic, right? There's flowers in full bloom. It's almost like the same sort of flowers down here. Okay, it's all going on here. So Source wants you to work with that symbol. Keep your eye out. This could also represent a Pisces in your life somehow. You could have a relationship with a Pisces. There could be your work wife, you know what I mean, your bestie at work or whatever. But there's definitely Pisces energy, which is also coming from a space of emotion. All right, you need to remain grounded this year. Bring this rune up and work with it. Get it tattooed on your body, have it on your phone, draw it on something and put it in the back of your phone, put it in your wallet, put it in your purse, stick it to your laptop, whatever. Work with it, right? But mint's amazing. Mint is really good for digestion and things like that. Peppermint tea, etc. Green tea with peppermint in it and stuff. You might really need to start drinking some teas. You might really need to start working on that element of your life where you can actually digest the information that's coming through for you properly. I said food for you, so that is not that's an actual genuine mistake, but maybe not for you, me saying it that way. I had the same issue with the last pile for fire. I'm a bit stumbly over my words. You might have some communication issues. Maybe you're struggling to communicate, or maybe somebody else is, or maybe you and other people will have communication issues this year. This is why your word is communication. Your stomach is a separate brain. It's a separate entity to the rest of your body. Your brain and your stomach work together, but they're 2 brains basically. So really work with that mint so you can help digest. Okay, and we've got, oh lovely, mushroom, and it says recycling, breaking down problems. I think, again, I don't have my glasses on. Actually, I've just noticed this for the first time ever. This card here, I've only had this deck 2 weeks. This card here, on here, that's a skull. That's like a skull upright. That's an eye bone or something there, or a nose bone there. That's teeth here. What does it say? Recycling, breaking down problems. Oh, wow, I love that. So you might work with mushroom. You might work with the fade. You might need to work with the fairy realm this year. Some people find it a little bit too magical, a bit too powerful, and some people delve into it, and some people have never had an interest. But you may see these mushrooms in a lot of different spaces in your life this year, and that's almost like following the yellow brick road. It's almost like going on a scavenger hunt through the city where you live, looking for, you know, the red square or what have you, placed around different places so you can tick it off your list type of thing. This is what's going on here. Keep your eye out for this mushroom this year. Mushrooms break down. There's a lot of spiritual elements associated with mushroom. Fungi, there's obviously more than one type. These ones are poisonous. But there's also that element of life where there's conspiracy theories about mushroom. You could be a bit of a conspiracy theorist, or you're going to have a few aha moments and a few quality realities this year that make you question, oh shit, maybe, you know, maybe such and such isn't so far from the truth, or, you know, maybe such and such conspiracy theory is a bit more truer than what I wanted to communicate with myself. There's that word again, communicate. But either way, mushrooms are really good, a part of the earth. You need to earth. This is a reading for the earth signs, all right? But you've got recycling here. Recycle, breaking down problems. Communication. It doesn't mean that you aren't able to purge and then relive that moment. If you need to break something down back to the 100% fucking basic just so you could understand it, communicate that this year. It's your time to shine. You need to pull things apart almost forensically and have a look at it for what it is and really learn the ins and outs of what it is you're trying to ascertain. Again, with that mint, the digestion, what are you taking in? What are you absorbing and observing? And what aren't you? What are you missing and what are you in tune to? And we've got the Angels card here. In the near future, wow. So there's two angels here together and there's two other angels up the top of the card. That's like somebody is exhausted. There is an earth sign that is watching this that needs to actually slow down and have a rest. If you can have a day or two in bed throughout the year, pencil it in your calendar. Once or twice a month, sleep in, stay up late, sleep in late, you know. Don't get out of bed like you normally would on the weekend or your day off, you know, on your roster day off, your RDO or whatever. Have some time to yourself. You really need to recuperate, and you have to include that in your schedule this year. You have to have some R&R. You have to communicate that to those around you. You need to tell them, I need to have a break. I'm fucking exhausted. I need to sleep. I want to swim. I need a hot dog. I want to read a book. Whatever it is, please give that to yourself, all right? Your body's going to be communicating with you. You'll know. We've got, I don't do reversals. You are deserving. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, just let me see what the other ones are here. Let go. Ooh. That's what that recycle, breaking down card sort of reminds me of. Let go. Slow down. Thank you, Spirit. I just said that. You have to pencil it in this year, once or twice a month, all right? And protect your feelings. Oh, hello, snake. So it's year of the snake. I said that in one of my other readings, one of the other elements, snake came up. Thank you, snake, for making yourself present. In fact, I have a tattoo of a snake on my body. Thank you, snake, for coming forward today to let us know that you're guiding this path. There's transformation. This is that recycle stuff. You're shedding skin this year. You're in nature. We're dealing with an earth sign. You need to get outdoors. You might feel cold this year. You might feel like you can't get fucking warm. You could be a cold-blooded element. Go out and have some time in the sun. Warm up. Hot drinks, broths, soup. You don't have to go to work in the morning with a cup of tea or a hot coffee in your travel mug. You can be a bit of leftover homemade chicken soup juice. It doesn't matter. Do what works for you, but you do need to slow down. There's yin and yang. Look how beautiful this card is. There's balance here. Now, this rainbow could mean LBGT for people, or it may not. It could just be unicorns. It could be the fae. It could mean autism. It could just mean a mixture of colors. It just could be whatever, right? Even the fact that the cat on the card is blue opposed to white, that's also saying something as well. You need to just calm down that mindset this year. You need to listen to get clarity. You got to listen to your gut. What are you digesting? What information is coming in and out through you as a representation of yourself? Because remember, you represent yourself. You are deserving. Now, this card reminds me of holistic therapies, of Reiki, of healing energy, of psychic surgeries, etc. EFT and tapping. I'm a facilitator for that. This could also represent NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, phenomenal stuff. This could also be a sign for you that you need to go into those things this year, either for therapy for yourself, some timeline stuff, or as a facilitator, you might be considering studying that, or you do study that, and Spirit's saying, Lilith is saying, Snake is saying, let go of what doesn't serve, because we're having some bloom here. You need to protect your feelings from the bullshit. You need to protect your feelings from things that aren't serving you, because in the near future, you've got beautiful stuff happening. You've got these two angels on here. Don't be surprised if you meet two very unique strangers in your life in 2025. You might know somebody in the perimeter of your friend circle or your family circle, and then you become friends with them. They've always been around the last couple of years, but you'd never really just, hi, how are you? But all of a sudden you form this phenomenal friendship or what have you, and you think, oh, wow, that was out of nowhere. You know, amazing. That's one of these angels coming forward, all right? Or you might meet two completely separate strangers from two different walks of life this year that are there to guide you, and they're protected. Source is guiding these angels, okay? You've got some really amazing blessings coming in. You need to let go of things that aren't working for you. Let go of those things that you can't recycle, okay? Let go of those things that aren't bringing you abundance, because abundance doesn't necessarily mean money. People don't understand that. Prosperity isn't always money. It's a roof over your head. It's warm shoes. It's a running car. It's petrol. It's a hot meal. It's the electricity paid. That is abundance, all right? It's always not about money. You've got that recycling and breaking down problems. Let go. Just put it all in the fucking compost, the spiritual compost, and see what grows out of it. See what comes from that, because you are deserving. You need to do some healing this year. You need to work on yourself with that healing element. Again, the communication needs to turn inward. Your inner light is on. Your inner sanctuary, your inner temple, your inner light is on, okay? You might need to remember that when people are getting guided by you, by your words and by your direction. You might need to remember that you're also a people, a person, and you need to have some time for you this year. Stop trying to people please. Slow down. Remember to pencil in. There's 2 on here. Those 2 days a month, okay? And we've got protect your feelings. Don't let people try and emotionally blackmail you this year. And even if it's people, this is the hardest thing I find for earth signs, that it's people you might love and have known for an extremely long time, irrelevant of how or why, but they're toxic and they just want to bring you back, bring you down, remind you of who you've been in your past. And that's not really going to resonate for you this year. Protect your feelings again. Listen to the snide comments or the one-liners that get dropped. Really pay attention to people that don't genuinely have your best interest at heart, but you're used to being around. You know, really, really cull that this year. Recycle, recycle, recycle. Clean up your friends list. Go through your friends list. I love this deck. This is actually really deep. It's not what I thought at all. Well, I wouldn't know, would I? I'm channeling number 33. Awesome. A power number. 33 doesn't get broken down. It doesn't go 3 and 3 makes 6, right? Messages. Spirit is letting you know they've got your back. In the near future, says your card. Messages. Communication. You're waiting for your message. You're waiting for your cup to be filled. You're open to receive to levels and layers of abundance that you didn't realize were available to you this year. The moth seeks the light. One of the sole purposes of a moth is to find the light, because it's just the all-encompassing source. They just have this undividing, unwavering faith to source. They know that the light's there and they go to it. They don't question whose light, how long till the light's gone out, how long has it been on, who's been at this light. They all just go together as a collective. They communicate that. There's an unspoken communication. You've got a lot of messages coming through this year. Keep your eye out for scams, says Hekate, on your emails and stuff. It could look an extremely official email, a real proper looking thing, honestly, suggesting you've won or you've come into some sort of an inheritance or what have you. Get a lawyer to fucking pull that apart within an inch of its life, honestly, because you may be getting stung by hackers and things like that, all right? Really just be mindful of that stuff this year. Ask Spirit for the messages. You might see moths as well, but you're definitely going to see mushrooms. I know that. There's a lot of animals in your energy today, guys. There's cats or kittens. There's a snake. There's a skull of an animal and like a bone. It's the bones. There's a raven or a crow. There's the moth here. So this is that real earth energy vibe. It's like you're standing out in the woods and all of a sudden you're fucking Merlin and you've got all these like forest creatures coming up to you because you're earthing. You're earthy. Remember that. You've got a lot of support in the spirit realms. You obviously have a lot of animals that come to you energetically. Work with that. Animals might be really, really drawn to you. That doesn't mean that you have to be really, really drawn to animals. Like you might think dogs love you to pieces. Everywhere I go, bloody dogs want to kiss me or lick me or touch me or like lick my hand or paw up on me, and I don't really like dogs. Well, that's okay. It's not because the dogs like you that means that you don't have to like them back. It just means that they're drawn to your light, your energy, right? They might have messages for you this year. Really keep your eye out on these synchronistic messages. Communicate with the spirit realm. What else we got here? Number 27, fire. Wow. Just the energy on that card. Ooh, it's amazing. So, what doesn't serve you, you need to recycle. And I said this in one of the other element readings, like miraculously, that fire will burn things up very quickly that you aren't interested in, okay? What you don't want to have as serving you as a purpose in your life this year, burn it off with fire. It's like a burn back. Do you know what a burn back is? It's when, you know, the firemen or what have you, the rangers or what have you, burn off an area of a paddock or a forest or a fire to save fires and from happening, if that makes sense. It's a controlled burn, and you really might need to take that on board this year. You might need to have that bit of controlled burn. Pisces come up, and now we've got a fire here, so this could also be in correlation with you with a fire sign. Just remember your earth, and earth can get very badly damaged by fire. So don't let, oh, here comes that throat chakra. Oh, it's got to be true. Excuse me, throat chakra issues. Don't let any fire element fuck with your flow this year. If you want to grow your green, you grow your green. If you want to plant your seeds and sow your oats, you do that. You've got to communicate that, though. You need to let them know, this is what I'm doing, whether you like it or not, or if it doesn't accommodate or suit you what you've got going in your life, well, I wish you well on your journey. You have to communicate these things. Wow, man, this is way deep, way heavy. We've got wisdom. Again, no glasses on. Bay leaf. Bay is so lucky. What is that little box? Hang on, I've got to bring it up to my face. It's like a book, is it? You know how long I've had this deck? Yeah, it's like a spell book. It might even be an oracle deck or a card or something. Wisdom, right? Fire sign again. Look. Fire. Double fire. Okay, so bays are really lucky. You could literally write your name on a bay leaf, burn it, and then have a bath, soak in the bath, or tub or whatever you call it, and use the ashes from that and put it in the bath. You'll be surprised at what amazing, magical, mystical, spiritual shit happens for you. You can write a money symbol or a denomination on a bay leaf and put it in your purse or your wallet and see how the doors open for a bit more of abundance. You could write a very silent wish for good health or whatever it is, all positive stuff, on a bay leaf and burn it and see what happens. Now, I like to do that stuff with a bay, but then I like to roll my candle in it and then light the candle and go from there with other things to help anoint it and stuff, right? But you're wise. You've got wisdom, number 22. That could mean something for you. You've got that intuitive gut guiding you this year. Again, with that communication. Again, with that mint card. What are you digesting? What are you putting into your system? Is it working out for you? Is it holding true to the thoughts and feelings that you have? It doesn't make sense if it doesn't make sense. You can't compete with what you can't compare with. If what you're thinking is different to what you're feeling, go with your gut feeling over that. Communicate with yourself and tell your body, I need you to give me signs this year. I need you to guide me and connect with me in ways I haven't connected with you before. And that's you talking to your gut feeling. That's you talking to your intuition. It's you talking to your higher self. Really work on that because there's wisdom there. You're going to have some communication come forward for you this year that's probably going to really change your perspective and your outlook on things. And I mentioned that earlier about conspiracy theory stuff. That was just an example. It doesn't have to be conspiracy theory stuff, but I was just, whatever, it just came out. But you know, there is that change of mindset coming for you this year. Your thinking and your feeling are going to be a bit more in connection, because if they're not, you're going to really notice that and do something about it. Okay. Wow. And we've got trust. Basil. Yay. I love basil. Basil is really good for like financial stuff, as with bay. Good to put in prosperity spells and things like that. So you probably need to eat, grow, or work with basil this year. Again, it's a fire sign there. Intuition. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition. I just was speaking about that with this card. You can't make this shit up. I was just telling you to listen to your gut, listen to your intuition. You might need to work on your... Oh, that's 21 and 22. That's strange. They're together. Okay. Interesting when you shuffle a deck. That's happened a few times in the last couple of days, actually. Synchronistic, you know, chronologic numbers are coming out, okay? But trust your gut. trust your intuition. You might need to work on your third eye. I always suggest with chakras, if you're going to do any tuning up of your chakras, it could be overactive or underactive, and they will produce very different results. You might need to get them in attunement and in alignment, because an alignment and an attunement are two very different things in the world, okay? Particularly in the spiritual realm, in the holistic therapies industry, an alignment and an attunement aren't the same, okay? But you might need to get your chakras in alignment and in attunement, or have an attunement done for them. And I always say to people that the very first chakra is the base chakra, the root chakra. If you picture a rock on the sand, or in the river, or at the fucking forest, and there's all different piled rocks up off the top of that, just sitting there, all mismatched, and you think, wow, that's so amazing. I love how that happens. It looks gorgeous. How is that sitting there like that? That bottom rock is the pivot point. That bottom rock is the axis, is the axle, okay? So is the root chakra. Whenever I ask or suggest or recommend that people tune up a chakra or chakras in general, even if it's just one or two, I always ask them to also do the root chakra, because you can work on your crown or your third eye, that's fine. But if your root chakra's out of balance, the rest of it's going to be like that. It's a ripple effect, okay? But yeah, your year is about communication and really listening to your gut and really being clear about what does and doesn't work for you this year. I'm actually going to pull out 2 more of these, and then you'll be your number cards. Can I have that one? Choose kindness. Okay, and that one. See this from a higher perspective. Wow, I just said before, you really might need to connect with your higher self. You might need to say, I need science. Show me in my body. Show me, nudge me, give me gut feelings, give me guidance. I can't make this up. You've seen me just pull it out of there randomly, and it's connected with that. Now, the 2 numbers you need to work with this year is 77. So I have to try and read this. Let me bring it up to my face. Yeah, like I said, no glasses. This is the number you need to work with this year. It is time to move on from the old patterns, habits, and fears. There's that recycle energy. Now is the time to walk in the direction of your biggest desires and ambitions. Now is the time to be bold and brave. I am brave. And now this one. Because like I said, accidentally, well, obviously not, was meant to be 2, 0. I love this. I am limitless. There is, hang on, I can't read it properly. There is no beginning and no end. All is infinite. It is time to develop your spiritual side. You are gaining new insight and understanding of both godly and earthly things. I am limitless. That is beautiful. So work with the number 0 this year and work with the number 77. That's such an amazing card, because you are the earth signs. It's asking you to tap into your earthy, natural state of intuition, your higher self, and knowing that everything you need is there. There's no beginning and there's no end. Everything you've been through to this point is part of the journey. You're gaining wisdom from that. You're going to get some wisdom this year. Like I said, there's fire happening. There's messages coming from source. Protect your feelings through this year, but remember to slow down. It's actually a really fucking in-depth reading, but it's really wholesome, and I'm really happy for you guys that you're getting something like this, because I don't talk the lovey-dovey stuff when it comes to these types of readings. I'll just channel what comes through. I will have to watch this myself, like tonight or tomorrow, because I won't remember everything that I channeled today, okay? But I hope this helps you. Have an amazing year for 2025, Earth signs. Again, communication is key. Much love. Thank you, Hekate. Peace out, Sage.